Looking to schedule your December 2023 TV streaming lineup? Well, you'll find that most of the shows are returning favorites, but there are also a handful of new series to look forward to. So here are the top 10 TV series premiering in December 2023 that you shouldn't miss. Number 10. The Crown Season 6. The show's creator, Peter Morgan, has described it as a tribute to the late Queen, who was the longest reigning monarch in British history. The final season, Season 6, will be unique as it's divided into two parts for release. The first part is set to premiere on Netflix on November 16, with the second part following on December 14. This season will cover the years 1997 to 2005. While the official plot remains a well-guarded secret, some details have surfaced. The season is expected to explore Prince William and Kate Middleton's courtship during their time at the University of St Andrews. It will also likely touch on the relationship between Princess Diana and Dodi Fayed and the tragic car crash that claimed their lives in Paris. Number 9. Invincible Season 2. The show, created by Robert Kirkman, was renewed for 2 more seasons by Amazon Studios due to its popularity. In Season 1, we saw Omniman, Mark's father, grappling with his duty to conquer Earth but struggling with his growing attachment to humanity. Season 2's official synopsis from Prime Video reveals that Mark, or Invincible, will face new challenges as he tries to rebuild his life and battles new threats. He also fears becoming like his father. This season will explore the concept of the multiverse and present familiar characters from different perspectives. Sterling K. Brown will play the villain, Angstrom Levy. Number 8. Murder at the End of the World. In this show, we follow Darby Hart, a tech-savvy Gen Z amateur detective and hacker, portrayed by Emma Caroon. Darby finds herself immersed in a dangerous world of secrets and suspense. This series promises to offer a unique combination of tension, originality, and foresight. Darby's journey takes an unexpected turn when she receives an invitation to a remote retreat. Little does she know that a sinister crime awaits her there. When one of the guests is discovered dead, Darby must rely on her exceptional hacking abilities and sharp detective instincts to prove it's a murder before the killer strikes again. Originally set for an August 29th release, the 7-episode murder mystery had to adjust its premiere date due to the SAG strike. Number 7. Fargo. This series is inspired by the Coen brothers' 1996 film and is known for its dark humor, violent criminals, and unique characters. Each season is a standalone story, but they all share the same universe, so previous characters might make appearances. Despite the playful intro, the show is entirely fictional. In this season, the setting is Minnesota and North Dakota in 2019. The story revolves around Dorothy Dots and the Lion, played by Juno Temple, a seemingly ordinary Midwestern housewife who finds herself in trouble with the law due to unexpected events. Number 6. Scott Pilgrim's Takes Off. This animated series closely follows the style of the comic book and has a strong connection to the 2010 movie adaptation. What's remarkable is that it brings back the original film's actors, including well-known names like Chris Evans and Brie Larson. Despite their increased popularity in recent years, the story of Scott Pilgrim Takes Off is based on an independent comic book that began in 2004 and concluded shortly before the 2010 movie's release. It revolves around the titular character, a young slacker in Toronto, Canada, who becomes entangled in high-concept battles against the 7 evil exes of his crush, Ramona Flores. For fans of the cult classic movie Scott Pilgrim vs. The World, this animated series is a treat as the original cast reprises their roles. Number 5. Square Game: The Challenge. Netflix is keeping the Square Game excitement alive with its reality TV competition series, Square Game: The Challenge. This show is heavily inspired by the original Square Game and features a large group of 456 participants competing for a grand prize. They'll participate in high-stakes games similar to the ones in the original show, all for a chance to win a significant amount of money and bragging rights. While the series is far from deadly, the competition is intense and competitive, reminiscent of the dramatic events in Square Game. It boasts the largest cast and the biggest cash prize in reality TV history, with 456 real players vying for a life-changing reward of $4 million. Number 4. Virgin River Season 5. Virgin River Season 5, following a shocking return of the series. Similar to other popular Netflix shows like Stranger Things, The Lincoln Lawyer, and The Witcher, this season of Virgin River was also split into 2 parts. But the romantic drama based on the Virgin River novels came back with the first 10 episodes on September 7. With Netflix already renewing Virgin River for a 6th season, Part 2 of Season 5 is expected to provide answers to lingering questions from Part 1 while setting up the storylines for the next season. The first part of Season 5 concluded with significant developments, including an arrest, new relationships, and revelations about long-standing mysteries regarding Charmaine and Mel's parentage. As a result, the remaining episodes in Virgin River Season 5, Part 2 have a lot of ground to cover. Number 3. Black Cake. Black Cake is an 8-episode TV series based on Charmaine Wilkerson's New York Times best-selling novel. The story follows Covey, a young woman from Jamaica, and her journey from the Caribbean to America. The series delves into the secrets we keep and how they affect our lives and those of our loved ones. The series alternates between Covey's past and the present, focusing on her life and her estranged children, Byron and Benny, who learn about their mother's true origins through recordings after her death. Covey's transformation from a bold teenager to a woman facing challenging choices is a central theme along with the mystery surrounding her husband's death. Black Cake offers a deep and complex exploration of how one woman's secrets and choices can resonate through time and impact the lives of her descendants. Number 2. All Mankind Season 4. For All Mankind Season 4 continues the alternate history story that began with the intriguing concept of the Russians landing on the moon before Americans keeping the space race alive. Each season of the show explores different historical eras, examining the consequences of key moments in space exploration. After the dramatic events of Season 3, including the deaths of key characters and the aging of others, Season 4 is expected to introduce new faces, goals, and challenges. The alternate history aspect will continue to mirror and parallel real events. Number 1. Dark. It was created by Baron Bodar and John Fries, the directors of 1899, with which it has many points in common. And speaking of similarities, similarly to Stranger Things, Hit begins with the disappearance of 3 children, an event that unleashes commotion in a small German town. Since in a nearby forest, there are some caves with portals in which you can time travel them all. This creates a complex series for many, the most complicated ever watched on Netflix, in which the characters meet their younger versions and discover dark secrets from the very first chapters. Furthermore, it has a macabre aesthetic, as the forest is quite scary. A very well-done script that invites you to think about existential questions, such as how changing the future changes the past. Yes, just as you hear, because the normal thing in time travel is that the past changes the future. But here, everything works differently. Do you agree with our list? Please let us know in the comments. If you think these were crazy, go and check out some of these videos. And don't forget to subscribe.